Hello everyone, in this tutorial we will learn how to create navigation that can align himself on top center of your page and has a perfect space between each text. So let's take a look at the finished product that we're going to be building together just to get an idea of what we're going to be building together. And as you can see, the navigation has perfect space between each text, even though if you add a few other links, right, it's going to automatically adjust his own space between each links. So let's take a look how we can make this. So let's come into index.html file and grab some doc type HTML, right? Using this HTML skeleton, it's a great really easy the plugin that can generate this doc type HTML, and we're just gonna use that. We're gonna be first thing we want to do is I'm gonna give it a div class of container, and then what we're gonna do is the next we're gonna give the nav, and then we're gonna give the ul like that, and then of course you want to give it a list items. And we want to give it the anchor tags, right? Anchor tags, and we're gonna put that href equal to for now nowhere, like that. And I'm gonna put first one home, and then let's copy that, paste. Let's say 4 times. This one is about, and this one is portfolio for Leo, like that. And then this one is, let's say, stay in touch, like this. So the container, our HTML is done. We're gonna save that, and then we're gonna jump into our main CSS. So the first thing we want to target to what do you call this, container, and as you know, we create a container using a class attribute. So we're gonna put dot, that would be dot container, container, and let's say let's just give a live preview, like that. And then there you go, we have all the navigation. And so the next one, what we're gonna do is we want to give the max width of let's say 80%, like that. And then we're gonna give it a margin to 0 auto, and then we're gonna give it padding to 0 pixel, 20 pixel, the left and right. So this is our container, and I think we did not connect our main css.css, right? There you go. So our main CSS is connected, like that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna give the nav. So nav, let's say ul, and then we're gonna give width to 50%, like this. And then we want to give position relative, because we're gonna align the navigation anchor tags later on. And then we're gonna give list style type to none, like that. It will get rid of those bullets. And then we're gonna give padding to 25 pixel top and bottom, and 0 pixel to left and right, right? And then what we're gonna do next is we're gonna give margin to 0 pixel auto, like that. And then we want to give a text align justify, like that. There you go. And then we're going to give maybe later on we're going to give, let's just give now border, let's say border bottom to 2 pixel solid what I gave that color, let's say, oh yeah, I think I gave this to, what is it, 4285 F4, like that. And then I think we're done with the, what do you call this, navigation. Let's see. Yep, that looks good. We have a, that border bottom, right, like right here. And then what we're gonna do next is we want to give the nav ul list items. We want to make sure it is display inline, right? Inline block, because we're not going to be putting anything next to it, so we're just going to put inline block. That works fine. And then the next one we want to put is nav ul list items, or maybe ul, what was it, after, like that. And then we want to give the content to this 2 dot, make sure for the space between, and then we want to give width to 100%, like that. And then of course you want to give a display inline block, like that, because you have a display inline or over in your list items. You want to make sure to give those to ul after as well. So what we're gonna do next is we're just gonna give it a height of 0, something like that. And then I think it's done with the navigation. And then we're just gonna give some nav ul list items a anchor tag, which is gonna give text decoration to none. We're gonna get rid of those underlines. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna give position to relative, and we're gonna say top about 8 pixel. There you go. So it will put 8 pixel down just to make a line that in middle of this container. If we take it off, as you can see, it is not aligned in the middle of this ul under the list. What do you call this? Vertically, right? So we want to align that. We're gonna put about 8 pixel. Just I calculate that or in my own, and then we put that. Works good. Now we want to give the color to, I use this color dark, where was this, dim gray, this one. And I gave the font family to open sans, like that. So, and I think the space is good enough. I mean, what do you call this? The text size is good enough, so we're not going to be using text size. I think it's good. So the next thing we want to do is, let's see, this is going to be our navigation, and just want to show you that if you add one more, like maybe you want to add like that, right? And put this, maybe, let's say, you want to put this, maybe my log, right? Like that. It will automatically, as you can see, you know, fixing all the, you know, paddings inside of this each list items, right? So that you know, that was the whole goal to achieve. How can we make the same size of you know, the list items? So that way we can do it. And of course you want to add maybe just to make it, you know, what do you call this, the media query, right? Just to make it all the browsing friendly. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna come up here, and I'm gonna put media only screen, and we'll say max width of let's say 550 pixel, something like that, right? And then what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna come up here and we're gonna say nav. I'm just gonna put this, just you guys can see it, what the hell is going on. So nav ul, and I'll say margin to, let's say 0 pixel auto, 0 pixel auto, and then let's give padding to 0. And then what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna get rid of this, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say nav ul list items, just to give me enough space. There you go. And then I'm gonna say display inline as well, inline block, something like that. And then let's say we're gonna give text align center, and then padding to 10 pixel, 0 pixel, something like that. And as you can see, our navigation should be in place. Let's say, there you go. Display inline block, text align center, and then let's see what is not working. Display not inline, we're gonna say display block. There you go. So that fixed our problem. So as you can see, this is all responsive, and it has, you know, a perfect space between all the list items, right? And as you can see as well, if you you know, make bigger, it will, you know, stay in the middle of the page. I mean, middle of your page. And if of course if you want to put maybe like all the way to your, you know, like complete all the way, you can do is you can just change this to 100%. That will fix. And then what you're gonna do is we're just gonna come up here, change this one to maybe 100%, or you can maybe do 80%, something like that, and it will automatically change all the you know, space evenly. So I hope you guys learned something, and please let me know what you guys think about this. And of course, if you like that, hit the like button and subscribe for more. Thank you so much.